Good day everyone. Let us discuss about x-intercepts of a graph. What are x-intercepts? X-intercepts are the x values when y is equal to 0. Thus, the point or points where the graph intersects the x-axis can be determined. To recall the relationship between factors and x-intercepts, consider these examples. So our first example, find the intercept of y is equal to x cubed minus 4x squared plus x plus 6. Now to solve this, so we're going to find the x-intercept or x-intercepts by setting y is equal to 0. Then after that, use the factored form. So in order to do that, we're going to rewrite the equation. So we have y is equal to x cubed minus 4x squared plus x plus 6. Then substitute y with 0. So 0 is equal to x cubed minus 4x squared plus x plus 6. And after that, we can factor now completely based from the given equation. So as we all see, makikita natin na ang highest degree ng expression na ito ay 3. So therefore, ito ay isang polynomial equation. Now, para makuha natin ang factor ng polynomial equation, so maraming mga methods or mga kaparaanan upang makakita tayo ng factor. So, una na dyan ay yung trial and error method. Diba? Trial and error method. And the synthetic division. So, with that, we can use synthetic division for trial and error method. Okay, so let us set x is equal to, for example, negative 1. Negative 1. So we're going to use synthetic division here. So, negative 1, then what is the coefficient of x cubed? That is 1. Coefficient of negative 4x squared, that is negative 4. Coefficient of x, that is 1. Then the constant, which is 6. Then here, bring down 1. Then after that, 1 multiplied by negative 1 here. The answer is negative 1. So we're going to add that. Negative 4 plus negative 1, the answer is negative 5. Then negative 5 times negative 1, answer is positive 5. Then 1 plus 5 is equal to 6. Then 6 times negative 1, the answer is negative 6. 6 plus negative 6, the answer is 0. So since the remainder of the synthetic division is 0, so therefore negative 1 is a root of the given polynomial equation. So with that, we're going to write the quotient. So we have x squared minus 5x plus 6, then quantity times x plus 1. So bakit naging x plus 1 ito? Dahil pag ang x is equal to negative 1 ay ating ililipat sa kabilang equation, so magiging positive ang negative 1. So kaya ito ang nangyari, x plus 1. Okay, so did you follow? So now, we can see that this expression is a quadratic expression and it can still be factor, diba? So we're going to disintegrate. So as you learned from the previous video, so the first term will be disintegrate. So we have x, then x, then after, find numbers that if we're going to multiply will result to positive 6. So we have 2 times 3, 6 times 1, negative 2 times negative 3, then negative 6 times negative 1. Then after that, after listing all the numbers that we're going to multiply will result to positive 6. Now let's look. So titingnan yung middle term, which is ang middle term ay negative 5x. Then mayroon itong coefficient na negative 5. So saan dyan sa ating inilista na kung ating i-add ay magre-resulta ng negative 5? So yung sagot ay ito. So negative 2 and negative 3. Diba? Negative 3, negative 2 plus negative 3 is equal to negative 5. So atin lang isusulat dito yung mga numbers. So x minus 2, x minus 3, then copy the given factor x plus 1. So sa makatuwid, ito na yung factor natin. Then pagkatapos, atin itong i-equate. Ating equate each factor to 0 upang malaman natin ang value ng x. So we have x minus 2, x minus 3, and x plus 1. So x minus 2 is equal to 0. So we have x is equal to 2. Diba? Dahil kung ating ililipat yung negative 2 sa kabilang equation, magiging positive ito. Next, x minus 3 is equal to 0. So we have x is equal to positive 3. Diba? Then, x plus 1 is equal to 0. So we have x is equal to negative 1. So therefore, the x-intercepts are negative 1, 2, and 3. Which means that this graph or this will pass the graph will pass through negative 1, 0. Diba? These are the points that the graph will pass through. 2, 0, and 3, 0. Okay, that's it. Then, aside from that, we can also find the y-intercept. So how are we going to find the y-intercept? So you just simply put x is equal to 0. So we're going to substitute 0 to the value to the excess of the given equation. So which is the equation is y is equal to x cubed minus 4x squared plus x plus 6. Then we're going to substitute all excess here with 0. So 0 cubed minus 4, 0 squared plus 0 plus 6. So we have 0 cubed, 0. 0 squared times 4, 0 plus 0, 0 plus 6. So the answer is 6. So therefore, the y-intercept, the y-intercept is 6. And this means the graph will pass the graph will pass through 0 and 6. Okay, so did you follow? Now let's proceed with the second example. Find the intercepts of y is equal to x to the power of 4 plus 6x cubed minus x squared minus 6x. Now to solve this, to solve the intercepts, the x-intercepts, so same procedure with example number 1. So we're going to set y is equal to 0. Then we will rewrite the given equation. So y is equal to x to the power of 4 plus 6x cubed minus x squared minus 6x. Then we have 0 is equal to x raised to the power of 4 plus 6x cubed minus x squared minus 6x. Then after that, we can factor this completely by grouping. So we can group this. So x plus 4 plus 6x cubed plus negative x squared minus 6x. So yan, atin ang ini-group yung mga term. So ating we group x raised to the power of 4 plus 6x cubed and negative x squared minus 6x. So why we group that in that way? Because both term in each parenthesis has its common factor. Diba? They have common factor. So now what is the common factor of this expression? So the common factor between x to the power of 4 plus 6x cubed is x cubed. So we're going to factor out x cubed. Then yung natitira na lamang sa loob ay x dito. Then plus 6. Diba? Dahil kung ating i-distribute ito, so babalik sa original form. Okay. Next is, what is the common factor between negative x squared minus 6x? So their common factor is negative x, correct? So negative x, then inside we have x plus 6. Diba? Dahil negative x times x, that is negative x squared. Negative x times positive 6, the answer is negative 6x. So that's it. Then after that, we're going to combine the x cubed here and negative x. So we have x cubed minus x. Then we're going to write only one from x plus 6 because that's their common factor. So x plus 6. Then after, we all know that x cubed minus x can still be factored out. Diba? So, what is the common factor between x cubed minus x? So, their common factor is x. Diba? X. So, x. If factor out natin yung x, then yung natitira na lamang sa loob ay x squared minus 1. Diba? Then, copy x plus 6. Close parenthesis. Then, makikita natin na mayroon pa ring x squared minus 1. So, ang x squared minus 1 is still be factored. Then, we can factor this by x, then x, then plus 1, negative 1. Then, copy x plus 6, diba? So, x minus 1 times x plus 1 will result x squared minus 1. Therefore, this will be the factor from the given equation. So, quantity x minus 1 times quantity x plus 1 times quantity x plus 6. Now, after that, we're going to equate each factor to 0 to determine the value of x. Okay, so we're going to rewrite the given factors. So we have x minus 1, x plus 1, and x plus 6. So, x is equal to 0. Diba dito? Here, we have x minus 1 is equal to 0. And x is equal to, so kung ating ililipat yung negative 1 sa kabilang equation, magiging positive. Then x plus 1 is equal to 0. So we have x is equal to negative 1. Then x plus 6 is equal to 0. So we have x is equal to negative 6. So therefore the x-intercepts are 0, 1, negative 1, and negative 6. This means that the graph will pass through to 0, 0, 1, and 0, negative 1 and 0, and negative 6, 0. Then again, we will find the y-intercept. And As shown in the previous example, we can find the y-intercept by simply setting x is equal to 0. So x is equal to 0. Then rewrite the given equation. So y is equal to x raised to the power of 4 plus 6x cubed minus x squared minus 6x. Then we're going to substitute all x's here with the value of 0. So 0 raised to the power of 4 plus 6 times 0 cubed minus 0 squared minus 6 times 0. And the answer is 0. Therefore, the y-intercept is 0. This means the graph will pass through 0 and 0. Okay, so that's all. I hope you learned something from this video lesson.